This is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today I am bringing you the battery life for the Galaxy Note 8. So we tested out the battery life on the Galaxy Note 8 two separate days, did different things along that time, and now we have the results, so I wanted to share that with you. So our first day was a really interesting one. I wanted to see, how you get your phone on day one when you install a lot of stuff, and I'm a power user, so I did a little bit more than you guys will, but still, see how all this adds up over time. So first of all, full screen brightness, as well as, yes, it's WQHD+, so all full specs basically. Always on display was on as well, so you have that. So here we go. Day one, installed over 130 apps on the device, set up all my social media, ran all the benchmark tests, and did obviously more stuff. These are the big things. But at the end of the day, I think I was still at around 26% or so before I wanted to go to bed and get some rest. So I left the phone running on YouTube for the rest of the night. Basically just left that running until it would die, and that's why you see the big drop off after that. So that lasted though 9 hours and 43 minutes of full usage, and 6 hours and 39 minutes of screen on time. 6 hours of screen on time is really good. Just as a idea, most phones get around 5 hours with the phablet size, so bigger batteries over 3,000 milliamps typically get around 5 hours, and then 4 hours and under for non-flagships or smaller battery phones. Now, what about day two? Day two, I was getting more into it. So with day two, that is more, I would say, the typical day for most people. So for day two over here, you can see that did a couple of different things. So one, demoed the phone to my friend because he wanted to see. He was like, "Oh my god, he already pre-ordered his phone." So I was like, "Hey Rich, let me show you some stuff." So I showed him some stuff on the phone. Took all the camera comparison pics, so you'll be seeing it over the next week. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. We are going to do the Note 8 camera comparison against the S8 Plus, against the iPhone 7 Plus, OnePlus 5, Moto Z2 Force, and Pixel XL. So we're doing all those comparisons, but with this phone we had to do a lot of the 2x zoom stuff, as well as the live blur. Really test it out, see how it does. Follow me on social media to see a lot of those photos. That being said, also did some recording with videos, wanted to test out the 2x stabilization, so that video will be coming up as well, and compared it to the iPhone, because Samsung said, "Oh, ours is so much more stable." I'll be the judge of that and actually compare it and show you guys in a video. So record videos with it too. Used and obviously posted on social media. It was a day-to-day thing, so again, just kind of giving you guys the basics of what I was using the phone mainly for. Streamed the boxing fight to the TV, so found it on Twitch, and I think it was probably a 1080p stream because it was Twitch. Looked really good on the TV. It was a 50-inch TV, so streamed that on the TV via Chromecast, so did that as well. And then again, that time I think I was at like around 19%, so a little bit lower, and again, wanted to go to sleep, so drained the phone down all the way till it died, and there you had it. The results for a full day of like a typical user, I would say, maybe a little bit less, more than a typical user would use it for. 15 hours and 44 minutes of battery, and 6 hours and 53 minutes of screen on time, so almost 7 hours of screen on time. I think this phone is proving to not be so worrisome as, again, I am to blame as well, that a lot of us thought it would be for the battery life. Again, this Note 8 has a smaller battery life than this 8 Plus. So for that reason, I think a lot of us were concerned. I told you guys that Samsung would talk about how they optimize the OS and everything, and I think it does not only have a more optimized OS, but I will say this, the Note 8 seems to run cooler than the S8 Plus. I leave both on my dash, And I don't know if it's what I'm thinking. I don't know if the research to back this up. But what I'm thinking is maybe the RAM, since it's more spread out and it's not maxing out the RAM, which in turn can max out the processor and everything, is running at full speed. This always has RAM left over. So like at any given time of using this phone, I can go and look, and the RAM is never, I always have over 2 gigs of RAM usable. So that's always great. So right now 3.7 gigs. On my SA Plus, I typically usually have a lot less, almost always under a gig, even when I'm not using it really. So that being said, I don't know if that is part of the optimization. Obviously, you should use device maintenance, which is on the phone. When you get it to, that'll help out. And on my 3rd day, which I'm on now, I've already done a lot of the improvements. So I always do a video on how to improve battery life and how to speed up your device. That has definitely helped as well for my 3rd day. Alright guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. Send it to anyone that was talking trash about the Note 8's battery, or how, you know, it's just an SA Plus and all that good stuff. We've had plenty of coverage already here on the channel for this phone, but I did promise 30 videos by the end of this week, so I got some more recording to do. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.